How's it going? Welcome to another installment of our S15 drift build. You can see here I'm getting a little bit happy with the grinder and cutting out some of the body, getting rid of the stuff we don't need, saving a bit of weight, making lots of space for the cooling system that's going to go into the rear of the car, as well as the fuel cell. It's also going to make it easier to weld in the cage as well as reinforce the body. Onto the rear subframe, using a gas torch to melt the rubber and hit out the metal center, then using a hacksaw to cut out the steel outer liner. It's much quicker with a reciprocating saw, but just didn't happen to have one that day, so hacksaw it was. Then we're going to put in brand new aluminium bushes, so rear subframe is going to be rock solid. Here we have our L98, almost fully assembled. All the internals are all done. Shane's done a fantastic job of painting it and assembling everything, gapping the rings. Got our fueled racing engine mounts. Polished cover on the front. So all we've done for the internals of this is gap the rings to 22 thou and 24 thou. So they've been opened up a bit to handle the boost. Double valve springs, and I'll list a few other bits that we've done, but basically all stock internals. No forged pistons yet, no stroker kit yet. And I'd love to do a water to air intercooler intake as well. That'd be super cool. So a little bit more progress on the S15. Got the main hoop bent up and the front laterals. Stitch welding a bit, made a panel up to cover up that hole on each side. Put in the foots for the main hoop. Drilled some holes to drop the cage. Loaded in the 8th point foot plate. Today I dropped the cage and welded the tops and all the rear section. I've still got the obviously door side intrusions to do. I've started cutting out the inside of the door, and I'll probably make up a nice inside panel for that, so it still looks nice and pretty, but it's a damn sight lighter than what it was. And we have set the engine in there just for a mock-up, see where it's going to sit, and we got the gearbox bell housing bolted on. Yeah, we might end up cutting this tunnel and making it a bit bigger, just so it's quicker and easier on the track to whip out the gearbox if need be, or change a clutch. So just looking at this, and for our single turbo setup, we probably should have actually got an electric water pump that goes in the back. So we just had a flange with some AN fittings either side here. That would have been ideal, so we got a bit more room for our big masterpiece turbo manifold. And yeah, you guessed it, here I go with that grinder again. Someone should really take that off me, because I'm not using a guard and I'm creating a whole lot of sheet metal work for myself. Yeah. Right, so having a look where I got to on the transmission tunnel here. We've folded up the main front piece. I kind of stuffed this here up a bit. I had this in one full square piece and I forgot that I was going to angle cut that, but it worked out alright. I was able to swage these here to match up with it. So it should be alright, looks alright. And then when I manage to get back onto the car, I'll finish boxing in this. Get it all boxed in. So we've got oodles of room under there, so you can get an intake driver in there and have the gearbox out in 5 minutes. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to follow the rest of this build or videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.